Hey everyone, hey replay viewers, it's Jonna the Preppy Crafty Girl, and I am going to show you what my upcoming journals are going to look like. So I have a few that are up and coming that I'm going to be working on, so I thought I'd let you know in case you want to craft along. Um, Currently, right now, I'm working in this binder, and I'll go through with what I've done so far. It's starting to get a little bit chunkier because I worked on it a little bit over the weekend outside of streaming. And so I have one coming up that I'm going to be working on, and it's my summer journal. I do one of these every summer, and I have two options. I'm either going to do the Bobsy Twin book because I like the size. I like the size and how it feels. Or I may do A Day at the Seashore just because, come on, look how cute this is. Hi, Bailey. How are you? Good evening. Where are you that is evening? Are you in Europe? I hope I'm pronouncing your name properly. So look how cute that is. So I have these. I'm going to I'm not sure which one I'm going to do yet, but I've pulled some fabric and that I want to use for the binding. So I've got those. And then I have also pulled one of my kits I've got in my shop. It's a vintage kit. They're the seashore ones or the beach ones. Can't remember. And then you also get your choice of whether you get a Bobsy Twin book or whether you get A Day at the Seashore. So you can play along if you want. Okay. Then the other one I'm working on is I have a travel journal that I have up in the shop, and I pulled one for myself because, come on, I want to do this. Look at how cute. It's got these vintage 1954, 55. I'm going to do these as the cover. And then I've got a handmade quilt piece that I'm going to use for the binding. So anyway, I've got that journal I'll be working on. Sorry about the crinkliness of the bags. And then I have another one I'm working on, a road trip journal. So I like to just pull my stuff and put it in these bags. It's easier for me. But when I was at the flea market, I came across this really cool, and I just want to warn you that there is a lag. So if you're typing in here, because I'm using a third party outside of YouTube to do the streaming, I get a lag. So I found this leather billfold type of thing. I'm not really sure. I think it was supposed to hold because the map fits in there perfectly. So I already started kind of putting things in here. I thought this was really cute. I found a vintage photo of a guy in his car. And yeah, so I'm going to be working in this, and I'm going to probably create a book that I can slide back into here. I won't stitch it in necessarily. That way I can keep using it. What does it say? I didn't even read it. My new jacket and something. Eyes closed as usual. My new jacket and tire. Eyes closed as usual. Anyway, that's funny. So I'm going to be working on that coming up. Just in case you want to work along, try and find some kind of like folio or make your own folio or use a traveler's notebook. But anyway, I've got stuff pulled for that. And then, of course, I have this camping kit in my shop. So I pulled one for myself. And then I'm working on a travel journal for when I went to England. I have not done any kind of journal for it yet. So I pulled a bunch of stuff and I put all that in a kit. So that's kind of what's coming up. But for today, I'm going to be working in making, I got some stuff to do eco dyeing on the way. Let me move this out of the way. Oh wait, and I have another one I'm working on too. I forgot. So I've been wanting to do a garden journal forever. So I've been like loading up just vintage goodness and stuff out of my craft room. And look at this, isn't that beautiful fabric? It's like a chintz. So I'll be using some of that. And then, yeah, so every time when I go through my stuff and I find something, like when I'm pulling for other kits, then I put it in here. Yeah, so I have this Better Homes and Garden. Like, seriously, see, I don't even know what's in here because I think I started this probably like 2 years ago, pulling things. I already have the pages that I cut down already, and there's all kinds of like images and wrapping paper and books and things like that. So yeah, and I even stitched some pages already. So I'll let you see kind of where I'm sitting here with this. So this is my gathering stage. Look at this. Came out of a kid's book. It's like a dancing potato. Isn't it funny? It's playing the drums. Anyway. So I started just pulling some images and things as I find them. And that's kind of how I roll. And then when I feel like I have enough to make a journal, then I start to make the journal. So this one is more than ready. I have tons of stuff. And this is for my future garden, not for the garden. I don't really have a garden right now. I have in my flower beds, I have planted some squash. It's called Seminole pumpkin squash. And it's taking over my yard along with some watermelon. But mainly, see, like, look at all this. And I've got all these like small things, and there's handmade things I've made over the years that I come across, and I toss it in here. And there could just be like, here's some handmade paper. Yeah. So that is this one. And then I've got like more stuff and recipe cards, and there's some paper in here. There is a idea magazine, down to even some washi tape, wrapping paper, book images. This came from Epcot years ago, 2017. It's a little book they gave you, and then you go through, and as you like go through Epcot, when they do their big flower and garden festival, you put a sticker in it when you accomplish it. So anyway, I've got a couple of those. And anyway, so that's kind of what all is in here. Some fabric. Isn't this the cutest thing ever? Look at this. I know I have more than enough to do a garden journal in here. I know it's going to be huge. So, but look at, I got a sunbonnet baby. Isn't she cute? And I don't know where I'll put her. I might put her just smack dab on the front. Just maybe fussy cut her out of the fabric. Cut her out of the fabric and put her on the front. And then I'm going to use this. Is off of a vintage sheet that I've been cutting up because I put my kits in the vintage sheets. Make an envelope. So you get, the kit comes in a vintage sheet envelope. But this is the top part of it, you know, the edge of the envelope. I mean, the edge of the sheet. And so I'm going to use that as my binding. So I don't have that cut down. Anyway, let me put this stuff in here. So this is going to be a project coming up when I get done with my home repair one. And that one is going to be fun to work on. So I just thought I'd give you an idea of some upcoming things. I pulled all these because, you know, I'm in the middle of renovating and moving. And so I just pulled some stuff that I could use coming forward. So I wanted to have myself some kits, and then I pulled some basic. This is a book I was working on. I was going to put that in my home repair book. These are the pages that actually came out of the home repair book. And then came out of the home repair book. Let's see. I think I pulled this out already. I was going to use this, something in here. I think I already pulled it out. Oh yeah, that was the moving one. I pulled that out. That's good. And then these were all the leftover scraps from what we've been working on, which I'll come back to this in a minute. I need to decorate some of the pages. So some of the dividers I did already. So I found this little image in that home decorating book I showed you. Okay, so let's see where we're at right now. We did the cover, and then I did my little journal card in there to myself. I want to do something on here. On the ones that I didn't cover, and because I liked the images on it, I added to it. So I put like a little label or some paper or whatever. This was the paper kit that I'm using, that I backed it in because I love that paper kit. And I mean, the basic gray, and they don't make it anymore. And so this is basically the whole line. I put in some pages. I did a little bit of collaging. I did this on stream. And then, so I left this because I thought this was super cute. I found the Velcro, so I was able to do that for my pocket. This is where I'm going to put any kind of needed receipts. This is just some journaling, more journaling, because you always have to make tons of notes. This is my kitchen section. And all these images came out of this book, the book that I'm actually using. I just cut some images out of it. This is the living room section. So we just added some things to that. And then we did this. And then like here, this was the original divider, which I loved this, the painting and papering. And so I just added a label at the bottom and then some scrap of paper, just scraps. I did the same thing on here because I thought, how much paint or paper do you need? This is really good for painting. I'm not going to be wallpapering. So I just had a bad experience with wallpaper in the 90s. And so I'm not wallpapering. I know it's on trend right now, but yeah, can't do it. Even if it is stick-on. I know they make the stick-on kind that you can just peel off. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe use it in an armoire or a bookcase. I don't know. So I thought this was super cute, and I just stitched around it. She's working on a house. This is going to be my notes for my deck area. I collaged this out with some wallpaper, added a label, and then she was one of the images that I had. Covered this with paper. This was actually an image off of like a strawberry shortcake game piece. And I just peeled it off the chipboard. It was on chipboard, but I peeled the image off the chipboard so I didn't have something big and chunky. I am going to be redoing the floors. So I kept this, just add some paper and the label to it and papered the back. I found this image because this is going in the bedroom, which not this isn't going in my bedroom, but I just thought it was a cute image. I loved this wallpaper, how you would ever sleep with. But that was the era. They did the wild wallpaper and the wild bed coverings, and everything was very matchy. And yeah, so look at even the tassels on the valance. Yeah, gotta love that era. So anyway, so I just did that, but I thought it was really interesting because it is pink and green, and I am doing my guest room in pink and green, not this green, not olive green, but a really pretty spring green. And I found some vintage pattern girls wearing the pink and green, and it just kind of inspired me. So, and I got a vintage sheet that's like pink and green floral, and then I'm just doing a solid bed covering. And yeah, so anyway, kind of where I'm going. So I have these still to decorate however I want to do. The garage, I covered that with some, the flyleaf in old books. It makes an awesome journaling spot. So if you ever, when you get an old book and you're tearing it apart to make a journal, go through your books and just tear out all the flyleaves to use, because they make great writing that some of the paper is just beautiful. This one's really nice paper. This was some coffee stained grid paper I did, and covered this one, and this is some more coffee stained. It was really interesting because it depends on the paper what color you get. Like this came out very grayish. It's almost like this was just copy paper, and this, but it was a heavier copy paper, and this is more like the Tim Holtz grayish kind of color. The Tim Holtz pumice stone color is that color, the coffee dye, but this was in the same batch, and this came out more like vintage photo. So just FYI, you don't always get the same color depending on whatever paper, which, by the way, let me show you what I've been up to. So yesterday I tea dyed. Oh my gosh, I went crazy. Because like I said, everything, all my supplies are going to be in storage. And so I just ran through, grabbed everything white or like envelopes so I can do some journaling spots. I had so many white envelopes. This doesn't even touch it. I've got a huge bin of just white envelopes and I never use them. So I thought I'm going to tea dye them, which some of them came out like super cool. Let me see, like, you know, this one actually has like an envelope image. I love this one. In fact, I want to put this one in my beach journal because I think this looks like palm fronds. I don't even know how that happened, how that came out. It was just, you know, you never know what you're going to get, but I'm going to put this one with my beach books because I think it looks like raffia or palm fronds came, something like that. So, and then I took the tea bags and I undid those for some, you know, collage fodder. And then I did some business envelopes and okay. I had this pad of paper. I think it came from Dollar Tree or whatever, but it's like money. And so, but I thought it's nice thin paper for collage. So I just stained it. This was like white. I just went in and I just tea stained some pieces just to see how that would do, just because it's super thin, a little bit heavier than tissue paper, but not as heavy as like copy paper. So canasta sheets, any kind of lined paper I just grabbed. These were bookend papers, like the flyleaf in a book. This was from a Latin. It's Latin Winnie the Pooh. Very interesting. So anyway, that's kind of what I was doing. Anything that was, I did some index cards, lined and not. I did a bunch of Rolodex cards because those are good for tuck spots. Let's see. I even decided to I have some of these 1970s. I got a ton of 1970s wine labels, and I just decided to do a couple just to see how they would turn out. Let me see what else I ended up doing. Oh, you know those freebie when you go somewhere and they'll give you like those free notepads. I even did those. I just took them off the pad, pulled out. Now you have to remember, you have to pull the paper off of the pad because it'll have glue at the top. So this one was like, this one right here was lined. It had some stuff on the top, like it was from a doctor's office. I got it at estate sale. I got a bunch of these pads at an estate sale, but it's lined. And at the top, it had some advertisement for something. I don't know. And at the bottom. So I just tore off the advertisement and did that. But look how nice it stained it with the tea. Isn't that pretty? So yeah, so that's just an idea. And then I had these. I didn't even know if these would stain. These were, this called Extra Card. It was in, to be honest with you, I have no idea what it was in. Maybe a recipe, one of those recipe boxes. But anyway, I wanted to see how they would do, and they did great. They did great. They are a little like glossed on the other side, but I guess not enough to not take the tea stain. So I thought I'll collage on that side and then leave this side for writing. And I had some watercolor off cards, like off cuts. And yeah, so like this was some State Farm insurance pad. Got that at an estate sale. So, but it's fine. You just use the back side. You know, it's great for journaling spots, or, you know, I could just add it right in here in my book like that. and I'm good to go. I can just write on it. So anyway, I would say get your tea out. Some things I did learn is when you have an envelope, make sure you let it dry open like this, because all the adhesive is going to go away. All the adhesive will go pretty much. If not, and you do it, if you do it like this, it's going to, all the adhesive is just going to seal the envelope. So I did learn from previous dyeing, and I did all kinds of envelopes, all kinds. I even did these, which these were really interesting envelopes. They were some kind of bill envelope. So it came like this, actually, originally. So it was like this, right? And then you're supposed to, this had sticky, and then this was sticky, and then you're supposed to put the two stickies together, and that will give you your envelope. But I thought moving forward that I could do like flips on these and it would be really cool. Or if you go like this and that, then you have a policy envelope. So, you know, I only had 3. I wish I had had more. I really thought that was kind of a cool, yeah. So I did some, what else did I do? Oh yeah, I had the, some flashcards that were white. These were white. So I went through and stained those. That was fun. And then these were left over from those little flashcards, the foreign flashcards. They had some blanks in it. So I pulled a bunch of those out and thought, oh, you know, I could stamp on them. You could use them as a label backer or a label on your journal, you know, and then of course the Rolodex card. So that is what I did yesterday. I had a whole day of just, oh yeah, I forgot. And then I did a whole stack of papers, and I just went through my papers and I just started pulling. Anything that was white, I just pulled just to see how it would do. Now this graph paper was old graph paper, and this did really well. This graph paper was new graph paper, and this, like, I lost the color. So I don't know, the grid's gone and it just became this kind of funky greenish brown color. So FYI, the new, like, cheap 50-cent graph paper, the lines came off. This was a little bit older graph paper and the lines stayed on. So, and they were done in the same batch. So that's the graph paper. There's no lines on it anymore. And evidently it has this like plastic something or other here. So I guess so it doesn't tear. And that ended up getting boiled off. I had to pull it. There's some on this side still, I can see it. So yeah, anyway, so the new graph paper, not so much. I mean, I'll still use it. It's not bad. Then I had some book pages. These were just sitting on my table in the garage. So I pulled those, and I found a couple pieces of some watercolor paper, which is pretty heavy card. So I want to make some, I'm going to make some journal things to, I wanted to tea stain them first, the pages, and copy dye them because I want to do some eco dyeing, and I wanted to see how it would come out if I already had a base on the paper. Michael's is having Canson watercolor paper right now. Buy a pad, get half off on another pad. So I did purchase some Canson watercolor paper to do my eco dyeing. But I want to make a journal, and I have a lot of fabric. So I went through my vintage fabric. I pulled everything that was white, and I've already prepped it. So that got done yesterday with the vinegar and the salt. And so that's all prepped and ready to go. I'm just waiting for the alum to get here. My friend brought me some rusty stuff, and I found a couple of things out in the garage. I didn't have a lot of rusty things, but it's okay. And I found my wire. So I'm good to go. I'm just waiting for the alum to get here. Yeah, so who knows when that's going to be, but I'm hoping any day now. So I'm going to look for the kitchen because this is a bar, which I thought was hysterical. And I'm doing a bar, but it doesn't look like that. But I just thought that this picture was Super cute. And you know what I did? I left my scissors. So hang on one second, because I've been working in my other room. I left the scissors. Okay, this is the other thing I've been working on at night. These are just a couple that I have done, but I've been taking little scraps of fabric because I do a lot of sewing, and I take my scraps and I just have been tossing them in a bin. A lot of times I take them down to recycle. But I saw this girl on YouTube and she made all these little things. I don't know what to call them. And then you can hang them on a tag or hang them on a page. So I went through and I did that. I had a ton of garment pins. And so anyway, this is kind of what I've been working on. So this is the beginning. I need to add, I had some of these Tim Holtz charms. So some of them get that. And I will have these ready to add to my projects. Look at that. That's super cute with that page. And yeah, so I think I'm going to add maybe a little bit of book paper. I'm not sure. Music paper or something like that. Or I'll just, but see, they came out of sample book that I had, a fabric sample book. And then some of these are like just vintage fabric that I had. This is a sheet. So I need to add some more to that one. But anyway, these are just a few I just kind of grabbed. And then I had this bead off a necklace. So I thought that would be cute to add on to that. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at right now. I've been doing this at night and while I listen to lectures and things from school. So this is just a few. I've got a whole bin out in where I was sitting. But I thought I'd show you what I've been kind of up to lately. Trying to just get rid of things and also get myself a stash going for when everything is actually gone. Because it's probably going to be a very long time before I get my crafting things back. And yeah. So that is that. I want to add it to this page. Maybe what I'll do is make it a pocket and then I'll put a tag in there and hang that on it. So let's pull this out and make a pocket. And I'm just seeing this with the girl. Oh, but wait, I want to cover over top of it. So this will work. Get my paper trimmer. Because I'm just going to, put that on. So I have to trim this down to like that size. Let me see. If I make it a pocket, I need to make it this big. And then let me do that first. I think that's going to reach. If not, I'll have to trim some of the Oh, I had just enough. And then also, I know my lighting's not great. It's very shadowy, but I'm in temporary situations, so please bear with me. I'm just going to take that down inside that line. And I did that last little bit. All right. Okay. And let me see. I need the book page to glue on. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I packed all my adhesives. My bad. So I went to Michael's and to get some glue, and I found this in there for $2. There's a 24 pack, and it's the washable glue stick. So I was like, okay, wait a minute, washable. That means it's permanent. So, or does that mean like you can wash it off your hands or wash it off something? I'm not really sure. So my whole book might fall apart. I don't know, but anyway, for $2, I thought, why not try it? Let's go for it. And I got a whole box of it. And so far, it's holding up. So I did a couple of pages, and they're not falling apart yet. But I think is washable means this washes off, right? Now that I think about it, I was thinking that it made it permanent. But anyway, why would they make kids glue permanent? Right? I guess you would want it washable. I'm not really sure. But I'm not going to put my book in, hopefully ever, in the water. So, and you know, I don't really do this for archive purposes. I just do it for my own just journaling. It's not archive, even though I'm using archival paper, stuff like that. But well, once I mix it with the vintage stuff, it's not archival anymore. Okay, just gonna trim around that. So super cute. And let's put this in like so. I only have this glue. I don't have, I have some, I'm hoping this will hold it. If it doesn't, I'll go in and stitch. I'll go in and just stitch around it. I do have my sewing machine out. However, I don't have any extra bobbins, so I only have one bobbin, and until I use all the gray thread up in it, I can't change because I wasn't thinking, and I packed all my sewing stuff. There is that. Okay. I want to add a little label to the bottom because my kitchen island. Let me see. I also have these. I have some of these. Can you use? And my label pack. Sorry, all my stuff's kind of over here. I don't have my desk is only, why is it not focusing? Why does it keep going out of focus? Hey, Martha, seeking for art. How are you doing? I've been thinking about you. You know why I've been thinking about you? Because I almost pulled out my, I was going to do beeswax and on a project I'm doing, and I thought about you about the crayons. So course, all that stuff's packed up. I can't have any fun with that. Alrighty. You'll forever be, that will forever be a memory from Steampunk Soiree. Good times. I had to laugh because I didn't even do steampunk, and I'm sitting here at a steampunk art thing. Anyway, it was good for me. Oh, you did? That's funny. Have you been doing much creating? Why do I feel like I have to yell? I know, it was. We need to do a reunion. Okay, so this is going to be for the having to redo the kitchen island. I don't know why they did what they did with the kitchen island in this house. It's like teeny tiny. It's like, why did you bother? Doesn't even fit the space. This I need to cover over on that side. So maybe we could do a little something. Oh, I got this thing. That's got the kitchen, and then here could be the island. Let's do that. No, I could actually just wrap that. You painted one wall for the house. Let me tell you, that is, I'm the kind of person that when I have to paint, I have to knock it out. I don't want to look at any, like, I don't want to move that stuff around. I did my garage in a weekend. I painted all the walls. Like, I had to pressure wash everything. I painted all the walls, and then I stained the concrete, and I did it all myself. And I had to take, because I live in Florida. I lived in Florida. I had to move everything that was on the right-hand side over to the left-hand side of the garage because I didn't want to put it outside because, you know, it could rain in a drop of a hat and then all your stuff's ruined. And then I took it and then I moved it all the way to the other side. Oh. Okay. Oh, you're doing greeting cards? That's nice. What happened to your craft collection? Where did it go? Let me see. I've got some vintage wallpaper. This could be fun. I might do some, maybe I'll do some collage work behind this. Let's see. That's kind of fun. Yellow. Gray. It's got a little bit of that green in it, doesn't it? Oh, I totally forgot. Yes. I think I saw that on I'm never on Facebook ever, just saying. So if you don't ever see me, like I may be on there just a couple times a year, just if I have to go on there, I don't know, to leave a message for somebody that I don't have a way of talking with, like mostly Europeans. And I think I did see that, yes. And how's that? I don't anymore. All right, I think that's gonna work right there. I'm just gonna do some wallpaper collage. Am I thinking that you moved to Puerto Rico? Was that you? Or am I mistaken? Or did you come down here? Oh, you are. Okay. Why was I thinking that you had moved to Puerto Rico? I thought you were moving to here. Well, it's a long story. I'm gonna have to reach out to you. I have to reach out to you on Instagram. Because yeah, I don't want to go into it on my channel. But I'll DM you. Oh, okay. That's cool. I was just there not too long ago. Because of the movie theater. Yep. And it's a halfway point for a friend of mine to meet. So when I was down at the house in Florida, I called her and we got together there because kind of the halfway point. Yeah, thanks. Okay. That's like, gosh, so close. We have to get together. Okay, let's see. Yeah, met up with her. You know the one that's on 27 and I-4 there? The Sinopolis or something like that it's called. There's like a Michael's and a new Hobby Lobby. Okay, cool. I will, I don't know if I ever gave you my number. I have a new number, so. Okay. So I will DM you and I will send you my number and we will have to meet up. What? Oh my gosh. Okay. Because I go there all the time because it's the halfway point for my friend that lives just south of there off 27. How long have you been there? I wish I knew. I wish I had. I didn't even think of that. Okay. Whoops. Okay, I think I'm going to have to stitch this because apparently this glue is not going to work. For a pocket. That's that. Okay, and then let's see what else. Oh, that's right. I was going to put this in there. Whoops. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? I'm so out of touch. I'm so out of touch. Oh my goodness. We could have been like having crafty sessions. Okay. So there's that. And then I'll be making notes about what I'm going to do with the kitchen island. Wait. Oh, it would help if I had a hole there. I know what you mean. I haven't done anything in a really long time. And, but you know, when you have to move everything, it becomes, I just decided I need to make some journals because I've got a lot of stuff to keep track of. And I am more motivated when it's fun, something looking fun looking to keep boring stuff being tracked. Okay, let me see what else I have to do. This one, and this one is I was gonna do all the projects in this. So let's go through some of these things and just, here's one which I need because I'm doing doors. And okay, cool. I will definitely reach out to you when I'm done here. So I think I'm wondering if I shouldn't just gesso and then I can just write on the pages, because aren't these like the cutest little images? Maybe not. Anyway, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't say like handyman images are the best. But that'll work for me. Oh, here. And I'm also and keep track of any kind of. So what I might do is just glue some stuff together. Hold on. So I don't need this. However, I don't want to just glue it together because you can see through it. So maybe I just need a piece of random paper. Yeah, so what I ended up doing, Martha, was I went through like just everything, all my books, and I just pulled a bunch of pages. And I just pulled pages, and I pulled like bags and some, what do you call this stuff? I don't even know. Like pattern paper and maps, and I don't know. I just, that way at least I have something to pull from the next year, because I couldn't imagine. I know I have a ton of that paper, so I'm just going to cover the inside. I could not imagine having to rebuild everything. Oh my gosh. Like, start all over. Especially, not so much the scrapbook stuff. A lot of that I already gave away. But for me, it's all the vintage things, because, that was the years of finding. So that stuff I kept. Ooh, that would be fun. Maybe I'll come down and just do a day of thrifting with you. I don't need anything, but I can help you. I can help you find stuff. That's for sure. The only thing I need, actually, maybe we can get together in the next couple of days, because I need to go to a thrift store and find a pot that I can cook my eco dyeing stuff in. Did I really just do that? I glued it to the wrong side. Oh no, I wanted that. Okay, wait, I didn't glue it to the wrong side. I glued it to the right side. You kept your tools. That's smart. I did the same. I didn't keep a lot with me. I'm like, it's all gone into storage. I didn't keep a lot with me. I just kept basics. In fact, sadly, I don't know what I was thinking, but I didn't even keep my little crocodile. I just have my big hole one. I don't have like the regular crocodile. I don't know what I was thinking, because I know I use that all the time for setting eyelets, and I thought, well, maybe I'm not going to be setting any eyelets. I don't know. I didn't think this was going to be as permanent of a situation as that's turning out to be. Is the Red Barn still there in Lakeland? That Red Barn, it was an antique shop and gift shop, and then they had what else was in there? Antique shop, gift shop, and then that great place to have lunch. Oh my gosh, great place to have lunch. I just didn't know if that's still there. Like ladies' tea or whatever. Just good country cooking. These papers were super thin. They needed something in between. And then, so I want to keep that and this one. And then I can collage over this or put something plain. Let's see. Oh no, are you okay? That's awful. I'm so sorry. There used to be a really good thrift store out on 27 just south of you. I want to say, and then you have the Restore there too, Habitat, but there was a huge one over on the, as you're going south down 27 past Davenport, maybe down to Haines City, because I used to live that way, so but there is a Habitat, I know for sure, because I looked it up because I was going to be down there and I wanted to find I wanted to try to find an old pot that I could do my eco dyeing in, but my friend wasn't keen on that, so we didn't go there. We didn't go there. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you're okay. The roads are getting nuts, just saying. I just know, I mean, yeah, I don't understand what people are doing. It's like everybody's in a hurry to get somewhere, and you'd think they'd be driving slower because gas is so expensive, But that's not the case. These will be fun. I can just journal in the door. So, oops. Uh-oh, look what I did. I did one upside down. I did one upside down. Okay, I'm going to be covering the back of that. Let's see what else I got. How was that one? Is it still there? I think it's still there. I'm just going to use this. The thrift stores here have gone insane with their pricing. I don't know what they're thinking. I have no idea, unless they're so mad at people. There's a big market for reselling right now, and so people are reselling the stuff they find in the thrift stores. So the thrift store people are like, why should we let them make all the money? And so basically when you go in, it's like paying retail for things. It is nutty. It's just nuts. I mean, I slowly watch the prices go up because, you could get something for $0.25. Now they don't mark anything for $0.25 around here. Everything starts at $1. And I'm like, why would I want to buy your nasty piece of Tupperware for $1 when I can get a brand new piece at the Dollar Tree for $1.25? Well, at the time it was only $1, but now it's $1.25. Oh, that's good. They had a paper trimmer. This is true. Add it in. I need a little piece of paper at the top. Oh, how about the secret panel? How about that? Well, maybe seeing me do some crafting will get you in the mood to craft. But I'd love to go hunting with you to get some stuff. Except I'm drawing the line at finding creepy doll heads. I'm not looking for creepy doll heads for you. But I do have a lady at the flea market, but it's not till the fall. And she sells all that stuff. Okay. So that's that. Yeah, okay, there's that. Just right on that. Let me see, what else do I have to decorate? I think I'm just gonna, let me see. I need to do some more pages. What do I have for pages? What was I doing with this Daphne's Diary book? Oh yeah, I was gonna, okay. Forgot. I want that. And I wanted this because I'm doing a book nook. I'm doing a book nook in my, not pretty. Well, that's good. This, it's just all this. Oh, okay, good. Okay. Oh, I haven't seen hers. Yeah, I started doing more of the digital things only because from my stint, you know, when I was redoing the house and I didn't have a craft room, so I was just printing out things. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I am going to just use this as a base. Let's do some of this paper. That's pretty. But let's see, because I want to do a book nook. I liked this one though. And then maybe a little piece like that. Was that it? And then I'm gonna add just this in. Room without books is like a body without a soul. All the secrets in the world are contained in a book. I do believe something very magical can happen when you read a good book. A book is a gift you can open again and again. That is so true. Alrighty. So let's get this. And yeah, I ended up, I did digitals for a while because before I got all my stuff back. And that was good because then you could just print when you needed something, you know. I don't know the longevity of how long the stuff will last, but because I only have a what do you call it? An inkjet printer. I don't have a laser printer. If I had a laser printer, I bet you that stuff would last a lot longer. But, you know, as far as fading and whatever. Oh my goodness. I'm going to end up having to order some Boohoo glue because I'm going to go through this box of $2 glue. It wasn't $2 a piece. It was a whole box for $2. And so far, it's okay. Not for holding stuff down, but that was not on there. Yeah, I got rid of a bunch of stuff because I decided that I was just going to only have something that was contained in a closet. And so I started going through everything and got it down to a closet and then my desk area. Like not a walk-in closet, just a regular, room closet. So I chose all my favorite things. And then the stuff for my shop, that was all in another room. And I just had all that stuff in one room that I would just had shelves from floor to ceiling. And everything was contained in bins and all that stuff. And so, but the issue was then I was going through and, pulling stuff out of the vintage stuff out of there for myself. So technically I still had a craft room because I had that and this, but I just found that I was spending more time like organizing it and things instead of actual like crafting time. I don't know about you. Moving things around, making room for new stuff. And I was so over it. I was over it. And I was over like going through everything and trying to figure out what I actually, what I needed and what I could find. And I was just over the whole thing. And the whole sedentary lifestyle of the whole thing. And so, but then I came to my senses and I knew that it was something that I was going to continue doing. I just got away from like scrapbooking and actual paper crafting, like, the 3D stuff my sister and I were doing. I know. Me too. I did too. Because I found myself going back through my pile, of like giveaway and thinking, oh man, or somebody will come up with it. Oh, what I think it was, who was talking about it? It was the spinner things from Seven Gypsies. Yeah, those had gone into the giveaway pile. I didn't end up, and they were talking about, I think on Colleen's, I think Colleen and Kathy were talking about it. And this was the other thing, a tear ruler. And I'm thinking, oh, I need to buy myself a tear ruler because I had left it in storage. So instead, I dug it out. I knew exactly where it was, and I just went back through and I dug it out. And I had to retape the box. But at least I could find it. At least I could find it. This is the issue, though, is the table, the space that I have to work on is like, 1.5 feet wide. Okay, can I do it? Can I do it? Or do I have to get a new stick? you know, but then you can always just go through a magazine if you get magazines anymore. Although I kind of was doing more digital with magazines, so I didn't have a whole lot of magazines around. Then I went on a camping trip, and I ended up getting a couple of things. And then, you know, so look how cute. And then you just harvest that right out of the magazine. So, you know, make it work. I wish I had Dee Dee's talent, because then you could just draw your image or whatever when you wanted it to decorate something. Oh, you didn't keep it? I know. And okay, so it sat in my drawer like for decades. Decades. This is by Plaid. That's how old this is. Like, and I never used it. And then if you do any kind of collaging, it's just nice to have, you know, because it gives you a nice edge. Oh, look at these cute. Okay. Cute little scissors. And I'm going to cut out that. Oh, well. At least if you didn't keep that, it's not like that. It's that inexpensive of a tool. And I'm sure you'll be able to find one at a thrift store. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is, I want this. Yeah, so I lost my crafting room, my craft room, so for a period of time. And then I've been fine not having one, and just dealing with like like I said, like a closet. I think I'm just gonna keep up with that. Okay, these are gonna go in something else. Set those aside. Oh, I know, right? No. You know what? All those huge archival pads, like, I never even used it. I never even cracked them open. Like, I know. And then I'm thinking all the sprays, and fortunately, you know, Darcy had to fly, so it wasn't that she bought me a lot of stuff there, but still, I mean, when we would order stuff for Scrappy Camper Sisters, oh my gosh, because if you place an order for things, you have to buy like 3 and 6 of something, so then you had all this extra. When we only had to do 3, we just give it all to my, you know, we give the third party either away, or we give it to our mom if she wanted it. And I think about all that money. Oh my goodness. I know. It's true. We had a lot of good times, and still more to come. But when you think of all the money, I'm thinking more from my scrapbook years. But you know what? My kids have all their scrapbooks, and everything's, you know, archival, and it's not done with Scotch tape like when I was a kid. You know. be my little bookie. See, now I know that in storage, I have like the perfect label. I have the perfect label for right there. Let me see. I like this. I cannot cut straight for this is one thing I'll never be able to get rid of because I, for the life of me, cannot cut straight. And this is a horrible paper trimmer. This is true. Well, I did more, like, I ended up archiving all my mom's stuff before she passed, and I made her like a video of her life. So you know, and I put in a lot of her old photos when she was singing and things that we did together. So I mainly did more like a movie instead of having a bunch of photos. And then in my journaling, I'll do, I will make a copy of a photo because you can screenshot stuff too, So it's so true. Although the way things are looking, I'm kind of afraid to keep my stuff on those because you never know when they're just going to be done away with. Like, I think about Periscope, like how I started to get involved on Periscope. And, all those videos are gone. So, let's see. I know I've got, these are some Tracy Fox ones I just downloaded. Oh, you know what else didn't go into storage was my Cricut, because, let's see, but I know that I've got I know I have huge labels. So I can't do that. Maybe I'll just use one of my tea stained stuff I just did. Do a piece of, the only issue is it's very white. See, now I stained everything and now I need something white. Let me look through here, see if I have something a little more white. This is a little lighter. That'll work. Oh wait, I know I've got other ones. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Martha. Yeah, she passed away on April 20th. And it was very fast as far as the time we found out that she was ill and the time that she passed away. I think we found out in February, and then she was gone the end of April. So, okay. I just had my little pack of whatever. Where is it? So she didn't suffer for very long, which was a blessing of the Lord. And we could be with her and tell her how much we loved her. And, and everybody was like, even my nephew, he was so funny. My nephew, he's 30 now, and he was confessing all this stuff. We didn't even know about it. Like, oh my gosh, it was so funny. Apparently, he took my mom's car without asking to go take his driver's license test. So he told her, he asked for forgiveness for doing that. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. Like, so there were some good things that came out of it, in going through that. Oh, here, I got this ledger paper. Use that. Yeah, that was pretty funny. We're all like, what? Because we had this group chat. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, that's sad. So difficult, isn't it? Oh. Oops, wrong side. My mom was 95. We got to celebrate her 95th. She was sharp as a tack, even to the day she died. She knew everything that was going on, and it was pretty amazing. I mean, I think she stopped driving when she was 92. She fell and hurt her knee, injured her knee. And when that happened, COVID hit, and then she couldn't rehab it properly. So she didn't feel like she wanted to drive anymore because of not, in case she had to stop fast, she wasn't going to be able to stop quickly with her knee not being strong because it was her driving leg. So, I mean, it wasn't like she was like driving far. She was everything she did was like within a 3-mile radius. So fortunately she lived in an area that was like her church, and everything was very close by, so that worked out nice. Oh, is she far from you, where you don't have like her near you where you could go see her? I just heard, look up, there's some new stuff going on with that. There's some new technology that is, I heard it on the radio. I didn't write it down, but there is something coming out about a reversal of that. Either some technology or something. Sorry, I'm not any help, but you might want to research it because there might be an option coming out, which would be like a miracle, right? So where is the bedroom? Here. And then, let's see, I'm gonna put, let me take this out. we went through that with my grandmother, my mom's mom, who lived with my mom, and my mom took care of her till the day she died. And it was so difficult to watch because she still was very mobile, and you know, she just lived in a whole totally different world. Okay, so making a list of stuff I need in my book nook. Oh, oh no, oh, I'm so sorry. Are you going to be able to get to visit her at all or no? Well, hey, if you go down and you come back, you'll be able to get a computer when you cross, a bag, you know, some a debit card. What else are they giving away down? A backpack with or a duffel bag with new clothing. That was a bad joke, but sorry. But I have friends that are working that area right now, so I'm getting reports back. One of my friends in school, her dad works that area, and they live on a ranch in Texas. And yeah, I don't want to talk about it on here because I don't know, you know, I don't want to get shut down. So, all right, so I'm creating my little reading area. I've got a bookcase I need, a comfy chair, lighting, a blanket. Did I spell comfy right? COMFY. Why does that look weird? What else do I need for a book nook? Books. Good books. Good books as opposed to bad books. What else? Mm, I think that's it. What do you use in the book? What do you? Oh, a side table. I need a little side table because I will be drinking tea or coffee. Uh, can you think of anything else I would use for a reading area? I think that's it. Oh, maybe I need like maybe a basket so I can put a journal in it. That would be good. Like some kind of basket with like a small supply. Journaling. Um, items. I think that's it. If I think of anything else, I've got some space up here. Okay, let's put that in. Okay. Well, that was fun. I think I am going to hop off because I have to go do some schoolwork. I've got an exam coming up and I need to work on my essays. So we have some practice essays. Is there anything else in here? Oh, well, I can always go back through. These are like really good. I don't mind buying the Japanese diary because there's a lot of stuff in here Okay. See, I'm gonna be doing bundles. All right. Well, Martha, I'm going to shoot you a message on IG, and I will get with you hopefully within the next week, and we can work on getting you some ephemera. It'd be fun. That would be fun. Let me see. Maybe I should cut this and just. Oh, it was so good talking with you too. Now that I know where you are, we'll definitely get together for sure. So I will, yeah, I'll get in touch with you. Thanks for being here. And I will talk with you soon. See you guys. Thanks for watching, and hit the subscribe and the notifications so you get notified when I come live. And I will be back because I'm going to be continue working on this, and I have like 5 other journals I'm going to be starting. So I will see you soon. Thanks for joining me. Thanks, replay viewers. And hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed crafting along with me, and I will see you soon. Okay. Thanks, Martha. Bye.